Well, Emily, earlier today I spoke with City CFO Brent Goldberg, and while those figures you just mentioned might seem odd at first, he told me that they don't account for the multi-million-dollar surplus that Chattanooga is going to have on its hands at the end of FY22. Last night, the city unveiled its proposed budget for fiscal year 2023. The budget anticipates $317 million in revenue and $350 million in expenses.
317 in revenue, that's primarily made up of property taxes and sales taxes, along with some other local taxes and fees. The 350 million expenses represents spending that same 317 million plus putting 33 million in from reserves.
Despite expenses exceeding revenue, City CFO Brent Goldberg says Chattanooga will continue to be in the black.
Our rainy day fund will still be higher than it was last year because of the surplus that we had this year. By not, we collected a little more revenue than we budgeted and we spent less than we budgeted, which is how we like it to be.
The lion's share of expense funding is proposed to go to public safety, with roughly $85 million allocated for the police department and roughly $60 million allocated for the fire department. Most of this money is for personnel, as the city proposes a 3% raise across the board.
We invested heavily in compensation last year to get up to market and make sure we could fill positions. This year, we think we need to continue investing so we don't get behind. So we thought 3% increase was fair, but also the amount that we could afford with our resource constraints.
The City Council is expected to hold a final vote on the budget on June 14th. While public safety is the biggest individual expenditure in the budget, it's just a fraction of the total. As he promised, Mayor Kelly has included in this budget a $33 million provision for affordable housing. That would contribute to the $100 million goal that he proposed several weeks ago. Live at City Hall, Chris Ewan, News 12 Now.